Hi, I'm Shanika Sender. I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for Middle School Science for English Language Learners and Multilingual Learners. This is the third video of the week of June 1st, and this video is going to address the research stations that students are expected to complete in Unit 5, Day 13. A quick note that the material in this video has been scaffolded for students. So if students are demonstrating higher proficiency, they do not need to use these scaffolds. You can provide them with these scaffolds, but again, we want to make sure we're removing scaffolds to support students' development. Hi, I'm Shanika Sender. I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for Middle School Science for Multilingual Learners and English Language Learners. Today we are going to look at the research stations 3 and 4 for Unit 5, Day 13. Our previous video, we addressed research stations 1 and 2. So today we will look at the readings for 3 and 4. Before we get started with Station 3, let's review some vocabulary. An organism may adapt their behavior when certain situations arise, which we'll learn about a little bit more specifically in the reading. Variant is a form or version of something. So we have different genetic variants that lead to different physical trait variants. So different skin colors are caused by differences in our genes or genetics. Station 3, follow along as I read. Have you ever seen a raccoon unlatch a garbage can in search of leftovers, or shimmy across power lines to get from one rooftop to another? If so, you've witnessed an animal adapting its behavior to city life. That's been going on since people started building cities thousands of years ago. Now, biologists are seeing signs that animals and plants are also adapting in a more basic way to survive in cities. Their genes are changing. Urban pollution, traffic, and shrinking wild spaces have been causing changes in these genetic instructions. General Electric was the main electricity company in the New York City area. The way that they produced electricity in the mid-1900s caused lots of toxic chemicals to pollute the river, killing some fish and causing severe deformations in many others. A fish called tomcod became deformed because of these chemicals. Fortunately, tomcods have a genetic variant that allowed them to survive. This genetic variant made it hard for the toxic chemicals to latch onto the fish's genes. This adaptation acted as a shield. Today, nearly all tomcod fish in this part of the Hudson carry the protective form of this gene. Now you're going to answer these questions in your packet. What human activities are affecting the environment in this example? What is the effect on the environment in the Hudson River? How is this change in the environment affecting fish in the river, especially the tomcod fish? Explain this entire process in terms of natural selection. Answer these questions in your packet before moving on to Station 4. Station 4. Before we get started on Station 4, let's review some vocabulary. Convert means to change something. Fragmented means split up. Rodents are small mammals. Station 4, follow along as I read. The San Joaquin kit fox was relatively common until the 1930s, when people began to change grasslands to farms, orchards, and cities. By 1958, 50% of its habitat in California's Central Valley had been lost due to many of the land conversions for agriculture and homes. By 1979, less than 7% of the San Joaquin Valley's original grasslands remained undeveloped. The kit fox was listed as endangered in 1967. Today, there are fewer than 7,000 scattered among fragmented populations. In these regions, human population has grown by 60%, or 1.5 million people since 1983. The San Joaquin kit fox is threatened by the rodenticides humans use in agriculture industry and homes in Central Valley. Kit foxes eat small rodents, so as the rodent decides to kill much of their prey, there's not enough food for the foxes. Kit foxes get their water from the prey they eat, so they are more dependent on rodents as their food. If this process continues, the kit fox will likely become extinct in the near future. Now answer these questions in your packet. What human activities are affecting the environment in this example? What is the effect on the environment in the San Joaquin Valley? How is the environment changing? How is this change in environment affecting the kit fox? Is there a trait variation you could see helping the kit fox adapt to this new environment? If there isn't one, what happens to the kit fox? Explain this entire process in terms of natural selection. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your teacher.